Okay, damn, work is cooking again, guys. Just be careful with this thing, though, especially at that view up there. Anyways, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. Good morning. Yeah, I was about to get in stream today, and then it was chaos. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You kidding me? Of all the times you can make this noise, is now you want to make the damn noise. Anyways. Interesting. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. There goes TDIC. Like I'm telling you, just anything today. You touch anything today, it's pumping. Anything today, it's pumping. I haven't said anything about VELO yet, just because I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say like we told you this was our favorite swing play, I don't want to say anything, but we'll get to this one eventually. But yeah, no, VELO's been nice, right? So there's a bit of a double top here at $20 now, but this looks nice. They had earnings last night. They beat earnings, and the stock said thank you very much, right? Sandra, yeah, good job. Good job. I like it a lot. 500%, Eric. Oh my days. Had calls on VELO. 500%, Eric. You better become a member right now. Otherwise, I'm coming to find you and take that 500%. You better just click that level right now and just come join us. Yeah, TDIC looks nice too. We get it, Tim. We get it. You like VELO. You're not the first person to say that. I was having a one-on-one with Mark, and I'm like, VELO. He's like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Stupid VELO. Here we go again, talking about VELO. Can you just, And then you know what? He ended up making $1,000 this morning on VELO. So no, I don't want to hear complaints, Yeah. No complaints when you're making monies on VELO. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Sorry we're late. We had to be late because there was an alarm, all over the place this morning. So yeah, like I was about to get on stream and then the alarm went off. I'm like, okay, what's this alarm and like why is it going off? Right? and then it goes up. I'm like, okay, 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 it's gone now. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's gone, right? So let me get back. Let me get on stream. And then the alarm comes back on again, and it's even louder this time. I'm like, okay, this doesn't sound good, right? I can't even stream through this because it's so loud. So then I'm like, I have no idea where this alarm is coming from. So like, is it the furnace? Because that's the only thing that's just been replaced, right? I'm like, okay, it has to be the furnace. So then I'm like, okay, well, I can't figure it out. So then I turned the furnace off, right? I'm like, okay, well, the furnace is off, the damn thing is still coming on. So then I'm looking all over the place, and then like I find the water, like the water, there's a water alarm, but like it's like a sump pump alarm, right? um yeah. So then yeah, so that's the issue. It's because like the water level is too high. So I took out the sensor like from the water and like cleaned it out, so then the alarm is off now. So then I'll figure out the rest later. Because the water does seem a little bit elevated, so I don't know if the pump is going to come on in a bit, and then because it should come on right away, right? So I don't know if the sump pump is gone and it needs to be replaced, or if it's because of the AC, or if it's because of because summer is here now too, right? Is it because of something else? um, yeah. So it's not the battery now, obviously, because the alarm was it like it went off when the sensor came out of the water. So it's not that, right? So it's something else. I'm gonna check the water level every so often just to make sure that it's not too high, you know. Um, so I'm gonna go check. I'll check like every so often just to make sure nothing bad happens. But other than that, I'm like, you know what? I don't really need to spend my whole day, looking at that stuff. I don't really need that when yeah, don't really need to be looking at that all day. Anyway, so we can stream for now, and then I can figure that out later today. Yeah, figure that out later. What's a good number to get in VELO, Steve? Sometimes we tell you guys to join us in Discord, and then you're like, "Oh, but I'm not a member yet." Right? I'm not a member yet. What's a good level to get into VELO? I don't know. I don't know. Right? I don't know. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. It's clearly right below $20 resistance, so this is not the level. You've missed it, right? So now you have to wait. Um, I saw, but then that person was also like a member already, Erica. So I don't know if that was like yeah. Ali, yeah, exactly. The number was $8. It was $12, right? We said this 2 weeks ago, right? $12 to $10. It was there, and now it's not there anymore. So the number is gone at the very top, exactly. So yeah, Clove is moving. It's not. Look at something else, Chris. You can make money somewhere else. I'll take a look. Anyways, work looks good, by the way. It's halted right below the VWAP. This stock is the crackhead of crackheads. I don't think I've ever seen a crackhead stock like this. I just don't think I've seen that. Has anybody seen a stock that's more chaotic than this one? Right? Anybody seen that? Anything more crackhead than this? I don't think anybody's seen a more chaotic stock. So this stock was 19 cents. Okay? 19 cents, right? You have? I don't think so. This stock was 19 cents, right? If like 2 days ago, 19 cents. Okay. And then over the last 2 days, it's gone from 19 cents to last night it was all the way like last yesterday it was at like, look at this, right? Like look at this. This is 19 cents. From 19 cents all the way to $7, right? Okay, cool. And then all the way down to $1.90, from $7 to $1.90. And then all the way up. This is 2 days. All the way up to $12. $12. And then all the way down. Like, look at the violence. All the way down to $1. And then now it's going like all the way up to $2.40. Like, isn't that crackhead behavior? I don't think I've seen anything like that erratic, like all over the place. Sounds like The women in my life. Yeah, pizza, no kidding. Craziness. Funkylicious. There is audio. It might be on your end though. Work is just working, guys. Just working. At the very least, though, we've said this so many times over and over. Like, this is not a stock to get married to, right? This is just not a stock to get married to. You want to scalp it, scalp, scalp, scalp because there's money there, but you just don't want to, stay there, right? So this has been good. AEHL, it's slowly coming back off the bottom here, off the 200 EMA, so 270 bounce. There's been a lot of resistance on this one though, between 310 and 320. So that's obviously a level that it needs to break above. So just kind of watching that. QUCY had good news this morning. This was the type of news where you read it and you don't even think about it twice. You just FOMO, right? So uh, this is the type of news you read it, you FOMO, and then you ask questions later. But at the same time, though, as you can tell, it's had resistance at 64 cents, and it doesn't want to break out. So work is halted up again, guys. Right? So $2.59. And set up for your $15. Yeah, Aaron, that's not bad though. Yeah, work is halted up. uh, yeah, Mary, your stop losses to work. Yep, I was late today. What's the one to get into now? It would have been work, but it's halted. It's halted. Honestly, everything that we've looked at today is done really well. AEHL is number two, right? So it's slowly, pushing through that supply zone, right? So like I said, there's resistance between this 310 and 320 AEHL, but it does look good though, right? So you're just going to see a lot of rejection here between 310 and 320 till it breaks. But the entry on this one would have been closer to the bottom here, obviously, right? Closer to this bottom here, closer to 275, 270. But you've kind of missed that for now. So it's working through the resistance, right? It's working through the resistance. AIIO, AIIO. We talked about this one yesterday. We've talked about this one the entire week, right? It's been slow, but it's been doing the right things. So another really good run on this one this morning. FCHL, this one seems to be going back and forth too. So $2 support, 230 resistance, right? So, anyways, we're waiting for work to be unhalted, I guess. Again, there's really not a whole lot for me to say about VELO, guys. Um, if you're currently holding VELO as a swing play, type yes in the chat. Too much bump and dump, yeah. Then you might be looking at AEHL then, right? Um, or you're just waiting for some of these other names to consolidate, Ali, because they've all had some really good runs, but they need to kind of chill out for now, right? Yeah, FCHL, you probably missed the bottom there of 22205, right? So you just need some of these names to consolidate. Yes, 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 yeah. Like honestly, there's not a whole lot else for me to say for Velo. If you're in it, congratulations, right? We brought this up because of the connection to SpaceX and the fact that they have, SpaceX is going to do an IPO and people are going to be looking for plays to get into. And Velo is going to be one of those plays, right? So and like it's been 2 months now. It's gone from $8 to 16, back to $10, back to 17, back to $12, now to $20. So you've had opportunities on opportunities to get into this thing. For now, $20 is your resistance, and then you're looking for like 23.84, which is the 52-week high. So manage the position as you see fit, right? Take profits when you want to. When is the IPO? No date yet, virus. Zero. No idea. There are some random dates floating around, but nothing that's officially confirmed. So there's really no need to be. But yeah, again, like I said, manage the position as you see fit. Move your stop losses higher, right? The easy play is done. Probably not, but see if we can get above $20, yeah, and stay above it. Yes, Aaron, yeah, yeah. That was the idea. And it looks like, over the last 2 months, as we've talked about Velo's, found other connections, right? So, which is a good thing because we don't want to just look at a stock and say, okay, the only purpose is SpaceX IPO, right? So They seem to be doing a lot better, which is good. Which is good. What happened to Spy, guys? Spy had some terrible numbers this morning. Terrible numbers. PPI, terrible. Terrible. Right? The market said, who? Who's PPI? Who? What does that mean? What does PPI stand for? Is that the plunge protection department or something? What does that mean? Is that the group that looks for gaps in the market because we can't find them. We don't know what PPI stands for. uh, yeah. What do I sign up for? Sign up for the level that doesn't say sold out, right? So Legend or Legend Pro. Those are the only two levels that I would sign up for. Yeah. Does your Beats Pro sometimes have static? Peter, no, it doesn't. No, mine doesn't. Like when you turn on like not noise canceling or something. Damn, guys, look at work go, right? So work, like when work goes, it goes. Say what you will about this stock. Say what you will about this stock though, guys. Like this stock has been giving. As long as you're not greedy and you diamond hand and you do this and that, it's halted up again. But say what you will about this stock, it's an absolute, like, it just keeps on giving and giving and giving. Yeah. If Raven is taking shots every time this stock is halted, he's gonna be, drunk by the end of the day. Yeah, work is working. So there goes VELO pushing for brand new highs, guys, which is nice to see. One Coca, you're in at 129. Well done. Pizza, that's the one you should have gone into. Should have gone into work and worked the money's out of it. Yeah. The halts are a little bit annoying on work. I don't think they should be doing that anymore, especially since it's been to $12 now. But yeah. Raven's wife is gonna come home and say, "Hey, honey, what have you done today?" Raven is gonna be slurring his words. He's gonna be saying, "Work, work, 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 work." Da 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 da. Raven's wife is gonna say, "What is going on?" Raven said, "Don't worry, honey. Work, 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 work." You see me? Work, 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 work. Raven. Oh my goodness. You guys see what we'll be missing on without streaming, guys? You see? Oh my days. um, Raven, stop drinking, please, for the sake of your wife. Please. uh, Pizza? Yes. Yes, yes. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, everybody. Lots of shots will be. Yep. Anyways, yeah, no, work looks good. I think you just have to be careful of when like it halts, right? Down. When it's halting up, all is good. All is well. Right? And obviously, like we've seen this thing go from that price to a high, like multiple times. So I still like what QUCY is doing at the bottom here, guys. I still like what it's doing up the bottom. So it's holding the 50s, but obviously it needs to break out. So the 52, 53 is nice, but it does need to break out. Alrighty, same thing with AEHL, right? Not really doing a whole lot there with that resistance, so it does need to break out. AIIO has always been super slow. It's been super slow, but it's also trying to break out, so it does need to break through that level. We mentioned resistance. I think Peter said something about. Let me take a look here. Yeah, yeah. So just did a factory, but still static. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to might have to might have to do the return. So you can see that resistance for FCHL, right? So that's the problem that we have here. So $2.30, and then TDIC again, lots of supply there, so we need to break through that level and go from there. Yeah. What is the purpose of the halt? Um, I mean, we can explain it, but I don't think it's going to make any sense. Um, like specifically to work, right? Because these halts don't make any sense. But honestly, like for this stock, Loki, like they seem to be working for this stock. Like the halts are not a bad thing for this specific stock. I think it creates like it adds to that, chaos. So it works for it. Yeah. In the stock halts to make it haltable, yes, corruption. Yes. I mean, the way that stock is moving, virus, would you be surprised that there's corruption going on there? You know? Yeah. Would you be surprised? Yeah. If SoFi breaks below $15, I will definitely reconsider. Right. So that level was 15.50, but I was busy this morning. Like if SoFi breaks below $15, they might want to take it closer to $12, especially with the markets at all-time highs. Right? Because I think SoFi should have reacted well to the news today. Why? Because it potentially like signals like rate cuts. That's a good thing for SoFi, right? So the fact that it's behaving like this while SPY is pumping is something I definitely don't like, right? Yeah. So from a technical point of view, yeah. At 12, add more. Work is unhalted, guys, and it's pushing for $3. So yeah, and there goes $3. Yeah, so just be careful here, just because it's a nice round number, just in case they want to halt it down, right? So make sure you have those stop losses. I like it. Might as well be. Yeah, so it looks like it's getting rejected off $3 here, and it's going to be halted down. So 252 halt down, right? So again, you don't want to be getting greedy with this stock, but I think you can also tell like work does a really good job when it wants to go up, it keeps going up, right? When it's about to hold down, you can see it struggle and then start to drop, so you have that time to sell the position. So now work is halted down. So $2.52. You did. You took profits perfectly, Jones. Congratulations. One second. Let me pick up the score really quickly. Oi. Let's go. Listen. Uh, why is it always always issues with yeah. Anyways, listen. Welcome to the community. We're here to take phone calls. Joya, take the phone calls. Did you get in? Okay. Yeah, it's still in the same range there. And then this one's still looking for that breakout. And VELO, I don't want to keep saying anything about VELO, guys. So people can say, "Oh, that's like your favorite stock." I don't want to keep saying anything. But anyways, TDIC is also going back up to retest that double top, so 365. And then obviously work is halted down again, right? Like this stuff, you definitely don't want to be in there when it's halting down. Like just get the hell out, right? So hopefully Raven, stop, taking shots before his wife comes back home, Raven. Yeah. Anyways, so listen, welcome to the community. This is your invite to Discord. So click that link and follow the steps in the getting started channel. Alrighty. Welcome, 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 welcome. Well, don't judge me. I'm not judging. I'm just, just saying. You know what the other concern too now is that's something that I didn't think about is like, so when you're looking at the water like in the hole, right? When you're looking at the water in the hole, like that's not the entire story, is it? Interesting. Okay. Because the water could be going other places too without coming to the hole. Anyways, TDIC is pushing through that resistance there, so that's nice. Yeah. Where's Yogi? Yogi might have gone on vacation again. I think he did go on vacation again, maybe. Yeah, yeah, like you know where the sump pump goes? Like the sump pump. Like that's where the sensor was. That's where the sound comes from. No, so those yeah, there was a water alarm going on off this morning. Yeah. So then I had to deal with that this morning, but I basically just took out the sensor, right? But that obviously doesn't fix the issue. So the water like from the hole doesn't look like it's rising, but again, that still doesn't fix the issue. Right? So yup. Yeah, kind of annoying. You're getting that drill today, Raven? Yeah, it's stupid. That's what that is. Stupid. Anyways, Rob, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So AEHL still looks good to me. Still pushing through that 310, 320 area. So it still needs to break through. I like these names today. Today's a way better morning than it was yesterday. Yesterday was way too slow. Today's been way better. Way better. Way better. QUCY, nothing new, right? It's still just in that same range alley. So it's not really doing anything different here. So still holding the 52, 53 area, which is the support, but also still failing at 58. And then obviously the 64, not even close. Yeah, donuts. Are you having donuts every morning now, Dan, on vacation? Oh my days. When Dan comes back from vacation, guys, he's gonna need to not leave the gym. She's gonna sleep at the gym every day. Adam, you got in at 29 cents, stop loss at 26 cents, CUPR. I'll take a look. So there goes QUCP, Ali, slowly pushing up, which is good, right? So it is holding the base, but I think you need a breakout still, though. CUPR, let me take a look. Good job, by the way. Your stop loss should not be at 26 cents. Alrighty, Adam, your stop loss should not be at 26 cents when you got in at 29 cents and the stock pushed to 36 cents, right? Your stop should not be in the red while you're you're looking at money, right? Shouldn't be that low. So let's hope it can stay above 30 cents, right? At this point, honestly, your stop loss should be break even, unless you really just want to leave it at 26 cents, but shouldn't be there anymore. Work is halted down again, guys, right? So again, when this stock is halting up, happy days, right? As soon as it's dropping, you get the hell out. You get the hell out, right? Get the hell out. Yeah. At the very least, you don't want to go red, Adam, is the idea, right? So from 29 cents to 36 cents, you don't want to be going red, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right? Maybe 1 penny in the green, it's at 33 cents, like your green. So yeah. So there goes. Look at that, 35 cents, right? There goes 36 cents. Like you're in a really good position. This is a position of luxury, right? In a position and making money. So, yeah. And there goes 38 cents. Damn. Damn. Okay. Very nice. You just had to say something on stream, and then the stock was like, oh, let me wake up now. Let me wake up. You need to get a water or battery backup for the sump pump, a water vast knowledge. Okay. Okay. I need to get a water backup, battery backup. Okay. Hmm. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, again, so you're in a really good position, Adam. Congratulations. Alrighty, move the stop loss up. Yeah. Either way, you should be, walking away with money. That's the whole idea, right? TDIC is still that double top. Someone was asking VELO is going up. Yeah, VELO looks good. It came back for retest of 20 and held 20, so that's good. AEHL again. This is number two. I don't think I really thought about the number two names today, and whatnot, but this did look good though, right? So, it just has that resistance between this 310 and 320, but it does look good. So it's really trying to break through that supply zone, but that's a thick level. Yeah. Winterfell, yeah, they're using that as a bit of support for now. Not sure how reliable that level is, but they're using it as support for now. Using it as support. Can you please take a look at VELO for support? I think we just answered that question. A dog trainer. Yeah. So for now, you're looking at that $20. They're trying to use this 20 as support. Right. Like I said, I'm not really, not really confident on that being, really reliable support. I think a more reliable level for you is going to be closer to between like 1880 and $19. That's a more reliable level. But for now, they're using 20. So as long as you stay above 20, that's fine. Alrighty. And then this one got rejected. But again, like you can see that resistance here, it's a pretty thick level, right? They said, slap it. Slap it. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, PMAX. Yeah, PMAX is moving a little bit. Uh, what did Peter do? Lord have mercy. What did he do? uh, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. There we go. TDIC said, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We give you a cup and oh damn. Okay then. Damn. That's a that's a candle. That is a candle. Anyway, so that candle popped all the way up to $4.40. That was quite the breakout. Question is, can it stay above $4 here? It looks like it's going to hold it. It's a very nice push. Yep. That is a candle. Damn, Dad. What the hell did Peter do to you? Uh, I did say what was tapping. Yeah. Yeah, no, VELO looks really, really good. So just try and make sure that you have a good stop loss there. Yeah. Why, Kristen? You were gonna play the breakout? Yeah, stuff like that's very frustrating. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're waiting for a breakout, then it happens like that. There's really nothing you can do. Very, very annoying. But what can you do? I'm just jealous I'm not on vacation. Yes, yes, yes. Peter, You're going to Vegas soon, so that's vacation. Doc Trainer, what's your entry on Velo? What did you get in at? What did you get in at? Yeah, I just need to keep checking that water just to make sure, and then I'll figure it out after the stream. But yeah, you're in at 1668. Well done, by the way. Good job. You're nice and green, right? So two ways to think about it, right? So look at the amount of shares you're currently holding, see the price that it's at, and say, hey, you know what? I don't want to walk away with less than this, right? That's one way to decide where to put your stop loss. Another way is maybe to look at that and say, hey, there's support below 19. Let me go below 19 for a stop loss, right? So yeah, TDIC is looking very nice there. Very, very nice. Sheesh, that thing is going for $4.50. That would have been a good scalp, Kirsten, but the breakout just happened way too aggressively. And again, like below, right? Watch that 20 for now. The 20 is acting up really well, right? So, and it's slowly pushing back up for the highs of the day. So this looks nice. Yeah. And then look at CUPR. Look at this, right? Look at that. Adam, you're out of this position already, right? So, again, this is why, like, you move the stop loss up when the stock goes up. If not, you end up coming back to break even. Like, is there a point to that? No, there really isn't, right? I'd rather you sell that thing, in the high 30s there, and then come back in at the same price, Adam, right? Like, look at that, right? It's back all the way back to the golden pocket and the 200 EMA. So maybe you get another bounce, right? Who knows? But yeah, like, you don't want to just say, yeah, because you just lose your gains for no reason. And the good thing too is, like, if you, let's say you get back in at 29 cents, right? Not saying that you should. Let's say you get back in at 29 cents. Even if it goes below 29 cents, you're losing some of the profit, right? You're losing some of the profit. It's almost like you're still in a better position, right? Than just staying in the position the whole time, and then you were seeing money, now you're seeing losses. Protect those profits. Protect the monies. Yeah. Maybe you get a retest at some point here. I mean, you will get a retest. Yeah. Yeah, too quick. Too quick. Uh yeah. Way too quick. And here it goes again, though. That thing's like, oh, Kirsten's waiting for a dip. No dip. No dip skis. Oof, damn, TDIC. Oof. Those candles are wild. See what happens when you're waiting for a dip? See what happens when you're waiting for a dip? Let's go. I like it. AEIO. Good job. Well done. I like that. Okay, there we go. FOMO and pray. It's the strategy. No, in this case, it doesn't really work, right? I don't think you want to use that FOMO and pray strategy. Only on a crazy stock like a halty stock, Then like yeah, uh, there will be chances. There will always be another opportunity. Yeah, there's always another opportunity, Miranda. Always, always. Yeah, let's see if it consolidates Adam off that 29 area. There's a 200 EMA in the golden pocket there, so there might be an opportunity there between 29 and 28. So let's hope it can stay above that level. For now, it's not doing it, obviously, but yeah. Work is halted up. This stock is again, this stock is fun when it's halting up. It's not a lot of fun when it's halting down. So and then AEHL just keeps going back and forth here, which is kind of getting a bit annoying. QUCY is coming back down to retest the bottom of the range. So we said 52, 53 cents, right? So let's hope it stays above that level. CUPR is back above that 29, right? So it is holding that 29 area, it looks like. But now see if we can reclaim 30. So not horrible. Drink Raven. And then TDIC needs to reclaim 450, which and then actually close above that level. The wife in let's go, Raven. All out of work. $1,500, guys. New doors coming. All the money Raven's making is going straight into the house, New door, new flooring, new windows, Let's go, Raven. Yeah. $1,500 on work. Yeah, I'm telling you, Raven today, at the end of the day, if this thing keeps halting, Raven's gonna be singing work, 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 work. CV, work, 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 work. You know what he's gonna be wearing? He's gonna be wearing, one of those T-shirts from prison. Like not a T-shirt, like you know what I mean? Like we called it a different name, but and he's gonna be wearing short shorts. His wife is gonna walk in the house. She's gonna say, "Honey, work, 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 work." Because of all the money he's made in this stock for 2 days now. Yeah. A wife beater. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyways. Uh, yes, yes. Ooh, look at VELO, guys. I don't want to say anything, I don't want to keep saying VELO, 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 but anyways. I don't want to keep saying, but, but, you know, anyways, we might as well just go for 2380, the 52-week highs. I don't want to keep saying stuff, but it keeps going up. Every time I look at Velo's like, ooh, let's go up. So, anyways, so it looks like we got rejected here, guys. But I think you could see a little bit of stalling, and it's expected that it's gonna come back down at some point and retest something. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of you made your money and moved on, which is completely okay, right? Nothing wrong with that. When you make money and you sell, I don't care that you sell too soon. Doesn't really matter to me, As long as you make money, and it's just always a good thing. But if you're still holding this stock again, type yes in the chat. If you're still holding Velo, as we go for $21, type yes in the chat if you're still holding Velo. Yeah, 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 guys. Yeah, $21. We just tapped 21. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Mm, 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 mm. I like it a lot. Easy money is Pablo. Yeah, looks like AIIO finally. Yeah, looks good. This one's one of those, nice, slow and steady ones. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Uh, so I got into VELO at $20.39. As it goes up, I keep adding to it. You keep adding as it's going up. That sounds like a recipe for chaos. But I don't know. I just work here. Yeah. No, no, Peter. It shows up on its own. I didn't change the. Actually, yeah, that's a good. I'm gonna need to edit that too. Actually, that's a. Let me fix that. Let's fix that because I should be able to fix it now that I'm already in the dashboard. Uh, those are called commands. La 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 la. Okay. Yeah, that's fixed now. Yeah, that's the old one. Yeah, it's fixed now though. Fixed. So whenever you use that, it should work. Yeah, the one that I fixed was the one that comes on its own without needing commands. So let's see if we can break through and stay above $21 here on Velo. Let me take a look at gifts here. Work is on halted. Yeah, see, like this thing is nice when it's halting up, right? Like look at this. It's such a nice clear pattern though, right? Like when it's halting down, it keeps halting down. But as soon as it halts once to the upside, then it carries like it keeps doing that. Which is really nice and predictable. Like really nice. Look at this. You see that? It halted the first time at like a dollar. I don't know the number, but now this is the third time it's halted up now. Right? Look at that. Isn't that nice to predict though? I'm telling you, Raven's probably back in this stock now. Singing work, 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 work. It's halted up again. Right? So it's honestly quite easy to follow. Right? Easy to follow. Did anybody get back into work? Anybody? Anybody get back in? I don't want to keep talking about Velo anyway, so I won't. I won't. TDIC came back for the retest, which, as you guys know by now, right? We have resistance, double top, right? Breakout, retest. That's exactly what TDIC is doing. Right? That shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. That's just the technicals, right? The technicals. 192. Okay. Yep. 160. I like it. 190. I like it. La 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 la. Okay. 193. Yeah, a lot of you guys got back in. So yeah, when it's halting up, it's nice. Right? You can make quick monies and then decide if you want to stay or not. Yeah, 218, Jason. I like that. Well done. Yeah, good, 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 good. Good, good, good. Yeah. Riven, keep scalping as long as it's behaving. Yeah, no, TDIC just wanted to come back down for a retest of that breakout. So off the 380 level, it's back to 410, right? So again, if you were looking for that retest of a breakout, well, you had it, right? So no need to FOMO on the way up, like Miranda was saying, right? There's always a dip, right? So now it needs to close above the. It needs to get back above 420 really to regain that momentum, right? It needs to get there. We go. Look at that perfect bounce, right? So do charts work, guys? I don't know. Maybe just once in a while. Charts don't really work, right? We had a member one time say charts don't work, and everybody are like this is drugs. This is what happens. Anyways, I'm kidding. Don't laugh, virus. Yes, they are useless. the charts work, guys. Why is the stock bouncing off this level? Is it just a magical level? Like it just decided to come to this level and just bounce? Did you get back? Did you get back in? Did you get in, Kirsten? Yeah. So 420 is going to be your next resistance, right? So from 380 to 420, right? Not a bad scalp, but that's going to be your next resistance. Let's go, Jason. Give me a high five. Let's go. Pizza? Really? You think this is half a day? 8 a.m. in the morning? Where are you going? Uh, Later, Pizza. Have a good day at work. Um, it's beautiful how charts work. Used to think trading was a scam before I Joya. I'm telling you exactly, right? Like to me, like I just couldn't trust, anything else other than charts, right? I'm going to deliver Raven's door. Make sure you show up in a Rihanna t-shirt, Show up in a Rihanna t-shirt that says work, 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 work. Anyways. Yeah, no, there really isn't a whole lot you can rely on when it comes to the markets. Can you even trust the CEO of a company? Probably not, right? Can you trust the CEO? No, can't really do that, right? Can you trust the short data? No, you can't really do that. Can you trust people on social media? You can't really do that. Can you trust the news? Nope, can't really do that. What can you trust? Right? Technical analysis, the charts, right? For the most part, like obviously the charts are not the entire story. You always want to combine the charts with, something else, right? Like I look at the news and I'm like, okay, now let me look at the chart and see if the charts reflect that, right? You're always combining other things, but for the most part, the charts are at the very, very top of the list. Because to me, they're a direct representation of like what people are doing with their money, right? So if everybody's yapping, well, I can see that the money is coming in on the charts. I can see that the charts are behaving, blah blah blah, right? So anyways, yeah, TDIC is having a hard time with that 420. Yeah. Is it a sign when all the neighbors pets come to your house to hang out? It's a sign, Josh. Yes. It's a sign. They know where to go to enjoy. They're like, you know what? Josh is a sign of two things, right? They're like, there's some good people here, but at the same time, there's probably some good food here too. Yeah, good people, good food. Sounds like a Vegas trip. Yeah, sounds like a Miami trip. Work is on halted, guys, and it looks like it's halted down. So it looks like they rejected it off 220, $2.20. Yeah, yeah. So it's halted down. It is halted down. Again, I don't want to keep talking about VELO, guys, but every time we look at VELO, it's at brand new all-time highs. You know, every time we look at VELO, it's at all-time highs. Anyways, we might as well change that swing channel to the VELO channel. It's called the VELO channel. Yeah, I know these halts on that stock. They're just annoying. Just annoying. Again, you guys know I like this one too. AEHL. It's holding up really well above 280 and the 200 EMA, but it's also not really going anywhere. So quick scalp piece, right? AIIO, another one I like. It does need to break above $2. QUCY again, right? It's holding that 52, 53, but it needs to break out. So it's nice to hold the bottoms, but it does need to break out. And then TDIC obviously, needs to get about 420. Yes. There you go. There we go, guys. TDIC. We're testing 420 again. $4.20. I like a lot of these names today. A lot of these names I like. Right? I like a lot of them. Even the ones that are not moving right now, I like them. That potential is definitely there. True, 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 true. Okay, can we get about 420? Or is that just the magic number we're gonna get stuck at? I know, right, Jacob? Some people don't like nice things, you know? Just don't like nice things. So like if we halt it every second, we can do a scam behavior, right? So Ali, are you still holding QUCY? QUCY is back is slowly, pushing back to the VWAP there, which is good to see. But again, it has a lot more work to do. So I just like the way that it's been holding this bottom. It's quite predictable, right? So you could easily, take place off that level with a tight stop loss, just in case it doesn't ever go. Yeah. Okay. I need to go check that water thing again. You know? Make sure nothing crazy is happening. Before next thing you know, I'm swimming. Also like those like obviously there was the stupid water leak, so the flooring was replaced as well. There we go. Finally a pop. Look at TDIC, guys. Look at this beauty. Do charts work? Do they work, guys? Do charts work? Only sometimes, right? Not all the time. Just like once a while, right, guys? Look at that beauty. So again, 380s to 430. Just sometimes, No, no, no. That's the only way that I found the leak this morning, Rob, is there was a sensor there, right? So the sensor was like just alarming all over the place. All over the place. So then that's how I knew to open it up. I just want to make sure the water isn't rising. Um I do need to put the sensor back in though, because taking the sensor out doesn't fix the problem. It's just I just wanted to do some trades, get on stream, and then fix that later. So hopefully that doesn't cause a bigger issue. Because there's also new flooring and whatever else. I really don't want to. Don't want. I really don't want more issues. But yeah, out of sight, out of mind, right? No, it's not like that. Not like that. Yeah. Choo, 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 choo. Exactly, Antonio. Exactly, exactly. I just wanted to get on stream, and I didn't want that noise going all over the place, because you guys could hear the noise. No way you couldn't hear the noise. Work is unhalted, guys. So which way are we gonna halt next? Up or down? I mean, when we halt down, we usually continue halting down. So, but the stock moves so quickly, like in both directions. You think it's going one way and then it goes the other way. Look at this, right? We were just at $1.80, and then all of a sudden we're at 210. Like it's all over the place. As long as you don't get greedy with this stock, you can make money. They slapped it. Damn. Yeah, they really did reject it. That's frustrating. Yeah, it's annoying. It's very annoying. But again, really tight stops on that thing. And maybe work gets a pop here now too. Six inches of water. That's how much water is supposed to be in there, they said. But that looks like more than 6 inches. So, yeah. Anyways, come on, work. Maybe I should just call a plumber to yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah. So there goes 220, guys, for work, right? And looks like it's halted up again at $2.22. So Raven's gonna take another shot. Yeah, exactly. 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 Uh, I know, right, Shane? Yeah. Ready. Mm. Yeah, no, AIIO is looking really good, guys. Really, really good here. Really, really good. So obviously another name we like. Right? Very, very good. Yep. Uh, okay, there we go. $2, 7 shares, $14, Vava. Okay, sounds good. I know so many names to the TIFF, right? The good thing is like these names for the most part are behaving well, right? Like most of them are giving you opportunities. And if we had to narrow those names down, it would basically be, AIIO, Work, TDIC, VELO, and maybe one of the other ones, right? Like AEHL, right? But yeah, so we really could narrow those names down. And if we only had to pick three momentum stocks, definitely Work, AIIO, and then TDIC, right? Velo is not a momentum scalp play. You can treat it as that, right? You can definitely scalp it because the volume is coming in. The volume is a lot higher than it usually is, so you can definitely scalp it. But yeah, let me take a look at the water though, guys. I'll be back. Let's see. Uh, you, I no, I wasn't drowning. I just had to get some of the water out. Get some of the water out of there, and then probably buy a new one. You know? Yeah. See, I don't. I yeah. I think until the water all comes out, Dan. Like until the water all comes out, not gonna know. It definitely doesn't come on as it should. So that's the first problem. Yeah, it doesn't come on. So I took a whole lot of water out, but there's still a lot of water. Still a lot of water. So yeah, Velo. Yeah, they slapped it. Too much stalling. Yeah. I mean, honestly, for the most part, like I think this thing just consolidating above 20 is all that it needs to do for now. And work is halted up again. It obviously on halted, popped, and then halted down, and then now it's halted up again. So that's a good idea. So I no, I don't. Yeah, it's a good idea because I basically just used a bucket, a small bucket to scoop, and a bigger bucket to put the water in. Let's go. You're in at 9:45. Wow. Give me a high five. See, this is swing play conviction, you know? That is conviction from $9.45, which a lot of people are in at the same price, right? I like that. Yeah, I like it a lot. Better than being in work for 9:45. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, work is not the type of play where like you want to be riding it, you know? Like in and out, in and out, in and out. Especially when it's halting up, okay, fine, you can stay, but as soon as it looks weak, you get the hell out because it's gonna halt down. And when it halts down, it usually ends up, selling off a little bit and then going back up. So yeah, it's a good. I think this stock is really good. Like it's like just don't be greedy, and there are lots of opportunities there. Lots of opportunities. Okay. What are we watching now? TDIC, obviously. Work, obviously. AIIO. Um, those three stand out for now as momentum plays. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah, come join us in Discord. Right? If you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat. Come join us. Come join us. I know. Yeah, I think it's just I think for VELO, the potentially retesting $20 again, that's gonna be a big level to play around with today. Okay. Yeah, no, TDIC is just holding that same 50 EMA. So yeah. TDIC. It would be nice for that thing to stay above $20, get above 420 and stay above it. But so you sold half of that position at $20, the rest just writing. Beautiful. Right? That is the best thing to do because now you've taken out your initial investment. The rest is free money at this point on VELO. So congratulations on that. Yeah, I like the decision there. Alrighty. So good job. See, I watch 420 on this one for your resistance, but I like the way that it's curling up the 50 EMA. But there we go. Yeah, this looks like it looks like it's looking for like it's looking for a pop here. TDIC, it's looking for it. It's looking. So, but you can tell where the resistance is at. So 420. There goes another rejection. Right? Here comes a pop. I'm gonna put another line here too, because it almost has issues in like that entire range. Then there goes 420. Um, Fanfico, what's your question? There we go, 425. So let's see if we can get back above that previous high though. Right. So if not, it's gonna be a bit of a mini double top here now too. But it definitely looked like it wanted to push though. Definitely looked like it wanted to do something, and then again they're rejecting it off that previous high. So they're playing a lot of games here with this. Yeah, the halt on this one looks like it's extended on our work. Same level, still holding 20. Um, So retesting the bottom of the range again here, AEHL, and TDIC is still looking for a breakout. Right. Here we go, though. Here we go. Here we go. It's trying. Here we go. There we go, guys. There we go. You know, Ali, when I say, did you get in? It's usually a question, but not really a question. More of like, you should have. Anyways, more of like a suggestive, like, you know. Anyways, okay, yeah. So you can see where your next supply zone is, right below 350. Can you guys still hear me? You guys can hear me, right? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, yeah. That one was a little bit different because you're right below all of that resistance, Ali. That was the problem. So this one's had the momentum, right? So this one definitely has the vibes. But you are really close to resistance here again, so be careful here now. Yeah, you can tell as soon as it gets there, you can see like big blocks go up. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, look at that rejection there of this level, right? But again, stuff like this, though, guys, I don't think that's really surprising. Yeah, QUCY is curling a bit. Yeah, look at work. Look at this thing. The market's at PPI. Is that someone's address? Telling you guys, by the end of the day, Raven is gonna be singing work, 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 work. You see me now? Work, 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 work. Nothing else, Raven. I'm telling you. Yeah. Like work is very nice when it's moving in that direction. Very nice. You look at this thing and you're like, okay, like it's down 58%, right? But this is not the whole story, right? Like this number doesn't mean anything right now. That minus 60% doesn't mean anything, right? Like the price action on this, when it's halting up, FOMO and pray. FOMO and pray. Yep. Type yes in the chat if you got back in work. Type yes in the chat if you got back in that stock. Yeah. Type yes in the chat if you got back into work. Like it's still dropping, Ali, right? I think that's one thing you need to get better at, right? Like a stock is still dropping, it doesn't count, Ali. I think that's always your question, right? Do I buy now because it's in the demand zone? No, it's still dropping. So maybe closer to this area, Ali, sure, you could take a gamble, right? But so earlier, like look at this. It's dropping to the demand zone, Ali, but look at what it's doing. It's holding it. And then you make the decision. Why? Because it dropped and it's sitting there for a few minutes. When you're asking to buy something when it's still dropping like that, and you buy right there and it drops more, you can get yourself in trouble, right? So again, if it can stay above this 385 area, then okay, 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 that's a different story, right? But you want to be very careful when you're buying something because it's in a demand zone or because it's like that doesn't count, right? There's always more to the story than just simply getting to a level. Yeah. So that's why when people always ask me like, "Oh, what's the next support for this?" I'm like, "Okay, like yeah, I'm telling you where the support is at, but like there's a lot more." Yeah. Alrighty. So again, the actual support level, Ali, is closer to 385. So watch that level. VELO held $20, went back to 21, and then back down a little bit. So, um, yeah, uh, yeah. You might not have connected yet. Listen. So make sure you connect. Just shows me getting started and with video. Yeah, watch the very last video. It's gonna walk you through the steps. Um, yeah, there's a reason why that video is like the first thing you see. You get to Discord, right? It's the only thing you see. It's like, hey, do this to connect. Once you do, you're gonna see all these channels. This channel is with this. This channel is with this. This is the voice scanner. This is where you go in the morning if you just want to listen to the news come out and this and that, right? Like it's all in that video. You just have to watch it at some point. So maybe when once we get up the stream. Yeah, FOMO and pray with stop losses, Robert. Yep, yep. Um, yeah. Are you CJ? Yeah, because you haven't connected yet. You have to connect. You have to follow the steps first. Definitely, yeah, CJ. So it shows me that you haven't connected yet, CJ. So you just have to go to. So you're on your phone. I can tell you're on your phone, right? So you have to. So on your phone, go to the settings in Discord, right? There's going to be a section that says settings. So on the bottom left of your screen, it said there's going to be the picture of like your face, like your profile picture. Click on that. Click on connections. Click on YouTube. Connect with the same account that has this YouTube, your YouTube memberships. Once you do, then it's going to give you access to all the channels, and then now you can see stuff. Right? It's just looking to read your membership. Uh, okay. Test the yeah. So Dan, interesting you say that. No, 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 no. I haven't done the second. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done some of those. I checked the power supply initially. I checked the power supply. Then I checked the little outlet thing because there were other things connected to that, and everything else was working. So I unplugged it and plugged it back in a few times, and it didn't come on. So I think the pump is kaput. So I think you just have to get a new pump and install it. Just new pump, install it, and then hopefully it comes on and takes the stupid water out before it floods everything again. That last repair was like $14,000 for all of that rubbish. Yeah, I think just get a new one and be done with it, and then we can move on. There goes AIIO, guys. There's some really good names today. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's lasted a very long time, so that's good. So yeah, yep. Spy came all the way back up, guys. We're literally less than a dollar. Was 70 cents from all time highs again. Spy, and we had bad CPI data. We had bad PPI data. Right, the market doesn't really give a damn but about some of these things. It really cares about the cycles, right? Like look at this, right? Look at May, right? You know that saying that says sell in May and go away? Because May, right? We come from like April. One second, let me pick this up. Yeah, but yeah, the market really does care about the cycles, right? So I think once we get to June, then I think that's when we're going to see a slap. According, looking at this. So yeah, we're getting close to put time. Sell in May, go away. Yeah. Work is still halted, guys. TDIC got rejected, but again, Ali, you see the story? You see what I'm trying to tell you, right? So the bottom of the range is closer to $2 and $3.85. But you notice how it's getting there and it's holding for a second and then it's actually curling, right? So it's not about making a decision when the stock is right there, right? It's trying. That's where it should be balancing in the first place because that's where the last. But again, it has work to do. So especially with other names flying like this, and then waiting for the on holds here. Sets calendar, yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, Spy looks good. Damn, damn. I think will be a different trend this year potentially. Honestly, right? Yeah, it might be different with the new Fed, and if something good comes out of China, because Trump is meeting with. Yeah, look at this, guys. Damn, what a crackhead stock. So there's a double top at $3 for work, right? Double top $3. Break through that level and then just keep doing the same crackhead behavior. Yeah. Tiff, have a wonderful rest of the day. Some chocolate hard dipped roll. Wow, that sounds very delicious. Yeah, it's halted down, but there's also a double top here, guys. Right? Work is one of those stocks you cannot hesitate with. Like you just have to be in, out, no hesitation, right? Unless you have a really good entry and you want to stay. But it's halted down now. So we'll come back to this when it's unhalted, right? This one's still looking for the bottom of the range here, TDIC, and it's still holding the $3.85. So it's trying, it's fighting for its life here, fighting for its life. One second, let me, one second. Work, work is a sign of the police. Uh, oh yeah. Are all these halts legal? I mean, what's legal and what's not legal, you know? Uh, keyboard. So there goes. We're back above $4, guys, on TDIC. Is anybody surprised in the chat? Anybody surprised that we're bouncing up to $3.85? Anybody surprised? Right? That's what it's supposed to do, especially after it's consolidated, right? After, not while it's crashing. Who am I talking to? Let's see. Do I get? Okay. Yes, you're surprised. Anybody surprised? Anyway, so again, that was your first bottom, right? This is your second bottom. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're gonna keep going up, right? You can never tell, right? But at least you get 20 cents out of it, right? So let's see if it stays above that level. Other than that, again, this one still looks okay to me. Um, and then obviously work is halted up. Yeah, Bitcoin's a scam. The markets are going for all-time highs. Bitcoin's going down. Tell me that it's a scam without telling me that it's a scam. Tell me it's a scam without telling me that it's a scam, guys. I'm waiting. Yeah. The Clarity Act is sending it down. Why would that be sending it down? Yeah, Bitcoin is a scam. Why would the Clarity Act be sending it down? Wasn't Trump supposed to be signing that tomorrow and now he's in China? Mm. Mm-hmm. What happened? Money can't get into the market and Bitcoin at the same time? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Definitely can. We've seen Bitcoin push for all-time highs and SPY push for all-time highs at the same damn time. Stupid scam. At $3 in 2013, that would have been amazing, Bill. You want to know what we were all doing in 2013? Not Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Yeah. Two, 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 two. Not Bitcoin. Kirsten. Okay. You guys know what happens when Kirsten, when Kirsten gets out of the position, right? You guys know what happens when Kirsten. Anyways, fifth grade. No, Bill. No, no. I was not in fifth grade. Yes, Tim. Yes. Mm, mm. Okay, there we go. He was taller than two. Ah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable is all I have to say. Come on now. Can this thing just pop? Also, on hold work already. We're tired. Yeah. Uh, anyways, anyways, are you connected now? Let me take a look. If you can see all the channels, you're connected. And let me take a look though. Yeah, CG, you're connected. Yeah, you're good to go. Yeah, you're good to go. So make sure at some point you watch that onboarding video. For the most part, we're going to be hanging out in a channel called Stock General Legends. And then if you wanted to join that scanner for the news and stuff like that, the news still goes to Stock General, so you can stay there. But you can also just join the channel called Voice Scanner. Alrighty? You can just join that channel. Have you ever seen a grown man cry from trading, Bill? Uh, yeah, like when I looked in like in the mirror, yeah. I have to start hitting the gym earlier. Goose, yes, yes, yes. So there goes a nice bounce, guys. Why? Because Kirsten is out. You know, because Kirsten is out. Come on now, give us more than this. This is not enough for Kirsten. Come on. Yep. Yep. Dan, I think most people have been to that place where it's like, damn, come on now. You're at the gym now, neighbor. Okay, nice. Get the workout in. Work is unhalted. So again, when work halts down, it's bloody. When it halts up, it's amazing. So now they're retesting the VWAP. So see if it can bounce back up again. But this was such a perfect double top though, right? $3 double top. So now we know. I mean, we knew there was resistance there already, and that yellow candle kind of showed you that there was resistance there, right? Again, you do not hesitate with this stock. When this stock hits resistance or looks like it's dropping, get the hell out because it can drop a lot. Many times, Dan. Many times. Many times. QUCY finally popped as we hoped it would early this morning. But why would it do that in the morning? Why? They just want to play games with everybody before they pop it back up. But now we're basically popping to the same resistance. Yeah. So nice little comeback though, right? We like this one in the morning because it had all the right ingredients. The ingredients took a long time to cook, obviously. So you have resistance between 60 and 64 here. So 60 cents and then 64 cents. Those are your two big levels for QUCY. Right? But I think the bigger one is that 64. Uh, yeah, we shop. Damn. Why couldn't it do this in the morning, guys? Why? Why? Why couldn't it do this earlier? Yeah, it definitely got off the floor. That's for sure. Okay. So just again, if you go to Stock General Legend, everybody will be in there. Alrighty. So Stock General Legend. If you're trying to join the voice scanner for the alerts and the news and things like that, you're in the wrong legend. You're in Legend Voice. You need to go to the lower to where it says Voice Scanner. You're going to see a whole bunch of people in that channel. And then so you can join there. But for interactions and whatnot, go to Stock General Legend. Alrighty. So I'm going to tag you in that channel, CJ. Yeah. So again, that big level from this morning was 64 cents. So it's slowly getting there. And work is retesting 220 and holding 220. So the next halt is probably going to be up again. Who knows? Who knows? Then I want to look at the spy option chain. See if I like any puts now. Now that we've gone from the abyss back to the top. I still like the July 17 chain because it gives you a little bit of time. That's if China doesn't pump the markets. But you notice how like we're just kind of going back and forth and at that top. That's what I want to see. Like go back and forth at the top, because then I think that really confirms the get puts. I dare you. I want to see that thing stall at the top. Dan, that's what I was looking for. Not just the first time, like constantly fail at a specific level. Then I'm ready. It says I don't have permission to speak, and you can't enter either. You can enter the channel, the voice scanner. You don't have permission to speak because no one speaks in that channel. You just listen to the alerts, the news, the this, the that, right? That's it, right? So yeah, but you do have permission now to join the channel. I tried that and I got out with a decent profit. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Let me take a look at this though, Dan. So I think the 700s, like you went in the monies, like in the monies, which is nicer. These 700s have been dropping nicely. When these things I think the last, like they were closer to 13. You did like the, yeah, 737. These things were 13. I think they're $8 now, Dan. So way better than before, that's for sure. Way better than before. I know, Ali. I know. Yeah, it's frustrating. Definitely, very frustrating. TDIC came back down again and then bounced again. So, Kirsten, you did good. You did good. Uh, yeah, yeah, you will be able to. So if you go to Stock General, we're gonna talk about all of these stocks from 4 a.m. in the morning right? 4 a.m. in the morning till almost to the very open. We'll be talking about all of these stocks before we come live. Alrighty. So take your time though, go through all the channels, watch the onboarding video, blah blah blah, and then you'll be good. Uh, and then work is halted down again. Halted down again. Next was hold down, Ron. Yes, definitely. Yeah, wrong. Definitely wrong. Yeah, Spy looks good. Okay, what time is my first one-on-one today? Is the question. Okay, sounds good. Hopefully, yeah. Austin, hopefully. Just keep pumping it to 750. So by the time the end of the month rolls around and I want to buy puts, we're at a really nice level. Someone came out, I think it was Morgan Stanley. Somebody came out and said the end of the year price target for SPY is 8,800. So from 750, no, 7,700 to 8,000 to 800. So projections of no, just 800. There's no thousand. SPY is not gonna get to 1,000. That might take like 2 years at least, Austin. 2 years. Okay, at least, yeah, 2 years, a year and a half. I mean, someone did say that we're gonna go on a crazy 18-month rally, but still, that's 2 years. 18 to 24 months is what they said. So yeah, 2 years. I lost the page in Discord. Uh, I don't understand. Okay, still halted. Yeah. TDIC is still playing in that same range. Yeah. Yeah. You found it? Okay. Okay, sounds good, Sam. Good. Good, good. So green overall then, which is nice. The S&P just hit brand new highs of the day here. So all-time highs it looks like it's coming. You're in QCY. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're having some resistance here around like, 65, 67. And then work is halted up now. My goodness. Hey, there you go. Ron, it's halted up now. It's halted up. Listen, CJ, just go to Stock General, hang out there. Alrighty. My advice for you is just take a week, take however long you need to just like absorb the education, right? Don't worry about the spoon feeding part, that will come naturally. Don't worry about like, oh, I'm waiting for this. No, just I promise you, the education you will get from the community is more important than any, like, oh, I got an alert, right? So just take your time, interact, ask questions, see what's moving, right? Just take your time, go through the educational stuff, right? Get the education, right? Yeah. This is like when you go to a job, right? You start a brand new job. You don't worry about the paycheck. You're like, hey, teach me, right? Can you guys help me? Teach me. So next month or next year, or think of this as like a future thing, right? Like, sometimes people think of this like too short term, right? Think of this like, can I, you know, so then I can become the captain of the ship, right? You're not looking for one paycheck. You're looking to become the captain of the ship, right? So change the mindset. 58, Sam? Okay, nice. Yeah, you're green. Let's go. There's something in Discord for everyone. Stocks, options, trading, futures. Invest in yourself and be blessed. Let's go, Dan. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Vacation Dan has become Santa Dan. Vacation Santa Dan. I like it. Maybe Dan, this should be puts money. Puts money. Puts. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we can spin the wheel at some point. Spin, spin, spin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry for asking too many stupid questions. No, CJ, there's not a stupid question, I promise. Alrighty, we're just making sure that you're on the right track, right? Focus on the right things, not, So yeah, towards SCHD, Sam. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like it for long term. I like it, Sam. Right? If you can think of this as a long term thing, you're gonna be in a better position. You're going to the beach? Okay. Sounds good, Dan. Enjoy the beach. Hopefully, there's no rain today. Much love. Thank you very much. And make sure you run a little bit along the beach. You know, Dan, all those donuts you've been eating like that. Make sure you run like back and forth on the beach. Otherwise, yeah, yeah, yep. Sunny and 83. That sounds really nice. I think it's gonna be nice here today too. Actually, look at this. The weather's nice here today. Well, I mean, it's 63 for now. It's gonna get warmer though. It says a high of 71, so that's nice. Ayo, Thomas. Ayo, how are you, Thomas? Good to see you. Good to see you. Damn, the S&P is 20 cents from all-time highs. Then 20 cents. Dan, bye for now. See you. See you when you get back. See you when you get back. Work is unhalted, by the way, and another nice little pop here. TDIC is back to $4, so it's holding that support nicely. VELO still playing with $20, but I think that's the level we expect. Yeah, Tesla and NVIDIA. Let me take a look at NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA is at 227 now. Yeah, right. NVIDIA has room all the way to 240. So I think that's what we said 2 days ago, right? Or yesterday? Yeah. NVIDIA has a lot of room to the upside. Once it broke out like that, once NVIDIA broke above 212, 215, yeah, just let it go. Just wave goodbye. Just say NVIDIA goodbye. And then earnings in 7 days on NVIDIA. That's going to be pretty big. 7 days. Maybe that's when they, after that, maybe that's when they start crashing the markets. But at the same time, though, like these companies are making so much money, so I don't know if they're actually gonna. Sheesh, Nvidia, my goodness, guys, goodness, 105%. Let's go in the money now. Printing, beautiful. You took some profits on those Nvidias, right, Dan? I think you did. Spy was literally 9 cents from all time highs. 9 cents. Yup. Yup. Uh, at five, yeah, so three, and then let two run. Yeah, that's the way to do it then, especially when it's breaking out like that, because you sell and then you regret it, like AMD and all the other crazy stocks, INTC. Yeah, sell some, keep some, and then enjoy. It's free money at that point. That's the best thing with options. Sometimes, they can double really quickly, and then you just sit back and say, okay, the rest is free. Yeah, exactly. September, long time, long time. Yeah. So you need to show your wife those gains, Dan, so she can say, you know what? Okay, I forgive you. Also, you made the money back from spies, so she can forgive you now. So Sam says, since I joined Discord, I stay with 5% and take 5%. I'm still learning without the Discord, and I will still be struggling. Um, anyways, I yeah, Sam, yes, yes. Dan, enjoy. Bye for now. Yeah. Yeah, no, I will. I will definitely get a new pump. Yeah, that's where Dan's money is gonna go to. No, she reviews Dan's trades, and she knows, she sees everything. So Dan's not gonna hide that. Otherwise, he's gonna be sleeping by the she's gonna be sleeping outside with the rats if he does that. The S&P made brand new all-time highs, guys. So looks like the markets don't care about any bad news. Like the news from this morning was very bad, right? So really bad numbers. CPI was bad, PPI was bad. Um, but again, I think people are now looking at that and saying, hey, maybe we're going to do rate cuts, or maybe they're just keeping it with the cycle. Bitcoin is definitely a scam, just in case you're wondering, right? Markets flying, Bitcoin's down 2.5% or whatever it's down. So ah, My wife watches over me harder than Jesus. Ah, why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised then? Yes, that's a good thing though. Someone needs to keep you accountable. You're tempted to get into work. I would say maybe at this point wait for a bigger dip or wait for a breakout because it looks like it's going sideways a little bit. So just wait. Yeah, those numbers were not good. Not good. Winterfell. Yeah, but again, the markets don't care. Right? When the markets have picked a direction, they don't really care. Might as well have the money too. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Yes. That's okay, Dan. That's okay. Someone needs to hold the money. No, that's okay, Sam. That's okay. Bye, Dan. Bye, bye. Yep. Yep. Yeah. When the markets run, the markets run. When the markets crash, the markets really crash. So, what I'm really relying on, because it hasn't failed right now, Winterfell, is this. Right? This is what I'm relying on. Right. So I think they're just keeping it with the cycle. Right. March was obviously the low of the year. It's always like that. March, April, one of those 2 months always has the low. Right. But then look at the run we had in April. Right. Big run in April, like a crazy run. Fits the cycle. Right. And then once we get into May, we can start chopping up a little bit, and then eventually we crash at some point in June. So that's still a long ways away. If you know, still a long ways away. But there's always choppiness before the dip. So for now, we wait. Yeah. CJ, watch the onboarding video, please. Watch the onboarding video. Right. You're telling me you're so confused. Watch the onboarding video. Take a second. Take a deep breath. Watch the onboarding video, please. QNCY is pushing for brand new highs here. Yeah. Really nice push. Amy, you're still in this one? Oh, Kimbella, that's Dan eating donuts. That's Dan. That's who I was talking to. Where's the onboarding video? It's in the Getting Started channel. It's the first channel you had access to. Remember? I'm gonna send you a link here. I'll send you a link to the video. This video will walk you through all the channels in Discord. Yeah, you did good though, Amy. You did good. Yeah, yeah. So 70 cents is your next obstacle here. Even though it's above it, it's still your next obstacle. Like I said for work, give it time to dip a bit more or break out again because it looks like it's going sideways more than So yeah. VELO's done a really good job, guys. Look at this. How beautiful is this? How beautiful is this, guys? It just came down to $20 and said, "Hey, $20. Hi. I just wanted to say hi, girl. Oh my God, girl. Hi. Okay, bye." Yeah, that's what VELO wanted to do. That's it. That's simply it. It's like, "Hey, girl. Hey." Yeah. Hey, girl. Hey. It's good to see you at 20. Okay, bye. See you back at 21. Ash, I think we're gonna get some news coming out of China with the president in China, with the CEO of NVDA in China, Elon in China, the whole bunch of people. I think we're gonna, so between that and what's going on in Iran, I think that's gonna be a determining factor in what like happens going forward. Yeah. Alrighty. So, but for now, Nvidia doesn't have any resistance really. It has more room to the upside. But I think when you zoom out though, like it really depends on your position because like look at this, Nvidia broke out right there. This is the level we were looking for. After it broke out, like it's extended, like it looks really good, right? But it's also extended, so at some point there's going to be a healthy pullback. but it looks nice, right? So we see no reasons for it to come back down, but at the same time, it's also extended that it could come down. Um, so it really just depends. I'm sure you have a position. There's a reason why you're asking the question. We don't know the reason, right? So that's the missing piece of the puzzle. Look at work, right? Work is dropping, which is why I say wait, right? If you're gonna buy work, you wait. Why? Because work looked like it was being suspicious over there, so you don't just buy it because you feel like it. Because they're gonna slap the hell out of you, right? Work is usually best when it's breaking out. Like when it's flying, that's usually the best time to FOMO and pray. When it starts to look sus like that, you don't want to catch a knife because that thing can keep going down, down, down to zero. So don't be a magician. Yeah. Anyways, QNCY is just flying now, flying, guys. 140%. I know, Amy. That's okay though. You made money. 80. Yeah. And what? And thrust. Well, can you imagine being short on Spy Guys? Can you imagine that? Can you guys imagine that? Have you guys seen that guy on Instagram? There's a guy on Instagram has like $1 million short position on Spy. That guy's been getting cooked every day. Cooked. Also, Michael Burry. Michael Burry is like, oh, the market's blah blah blah. No, shut up. Warren Buffett was like, oh, but, shut up. We told Warren Buffett to retire. He doesn't want to retire. Cooking him every day now. Look at that. Spy broke out and said, thanks, guys. Goodbye. See you never. See you never. See you never. First. Okay. Hello, China. Hello, China. VELO said, hello, 21. Hello, guys. Hello. Almost back to the highs of the day, VELO. Hello, guys. Here go, hey. Yeah, no, resistance on QUCY is 80 cents. 80 cents. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can see, Shane, I think you were asking about that resistance. It's still at 80 cents. So maybe you get a bit of a retest or just a breakthrough. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. Oh yeah, no, so the S&P is hitting all-time highs again. Even though everybody's complaining, um, there's really nothing to look at here, honestly, other than staying above 740 now, maybe looking for 750 and maybe some other news, with Trump and China and whatnot. But yeah, virus. Are you happy? You should be happy, virus. You should be happy with the boom skis. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, work is sitting at a golden pocket here. So demand zone, golden pocket, 195. Maybe we curl up this level. Hopefully, um, yeah, right. Maybe, hopefully. So if you're getting into a position, just make sure you have a really tight stop loss on that. You want more deeps? Yeah, they said no. They said no. Uh, let's No, yeah, you sold at 60 cents, then it went to 80 cents. That's okay. You made money. As long as you're making money, that's all that matters. It's not going to work. Yeah, here you go though, Shane. That looks like QUCY is pushing through that resistance. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah, 80 cents. You're still in your position, Vava Vroom? Yeah, so just be careful though. It's still resistance at 80 cents. So it's more of a double top than anything else. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. See? Work bounce off the golden pocket. Right? You just have to make sure you have a tight stop loss. Ron, good job. Good job on that. Yeah, so that was a little good golden pocket there. Resistance 220, which is why you're selling at 217, Ron. So good job. Right? Um, but yeah, good gamble there though. Yeah, so there goes 227. Right? I don't want to say anything, Sandra, because then next thing you know, I don't want to say anything. Next thing you know, they'll say that I don't want to say anything, Sandra. You know, work is halted up. So 227, 227. Yeah, that was really nice, Raven. That was a really good, really, really good spot. If you wanted to take a gamble. So yeah, VELO's at 2150, guys. Congratulations. again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good scalp. Good job. Yeah. You could. I mean, you could see it test the golden pocket and then slowly consolidate, and then you have a green zone. You have the golden candle, right? So there are a few good things happening at the bottom there, which is nice to see. And then QUCY finally breaking through that 80 cents. So that's also really good. Yeah, I really like a lot of these names today. I've said that a few times today, right? I really like a lot of the names from today. Moving. Yeah. Off almost off the bottom. September 135s. Palantir. Okay. September. Yeah, I think especially now that the market's doing what they're doing, Palantir should be able to yeah, come off the bottom like that. Let me take a look at Palantir though. PLTR. Yeah. Yeah, Palantir, Robinhood, and SoFi almost in the same group, right? The performance is very similar. They're almost always red together. But yeah, this so look at that double bottom there, virus on Palantir, right? Obviously, there's a bit more room to the downside, right? 124-ish, 125 was when Trump put out that tweet the first time before Palantir went back up. So there's definitely some room to the downside if it wants to keep going. Um, I think the only issue here is like if you look at any time frame virus, we're not really, like if I look at the 4 hour time frame, we're not really consolidating yet, right? Like we're still testing levels. Um, I think it's trying to rebound a little bit because the markets are green, right? So like you're really close at the bottom already, really close. So I think as long as you have time on those options, you should be okay. So yeah, like 130 to 125 is the sweet spot. I think this morning we were at 129, and then obviously the markets rebounded. So yeah, so 125, 130, like that's like the magic area. So see if it, yeah. But one of these days, though, I think Palantir is gonna have a pretty big green day. So yeah, I don't mind that gamble here virus, and then you could always add to that position if you needed to. You know, you could always add to that position. QUCY hit a high of 87. 129. Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, for anybody that's wondering, I think Will was asking, VELO is a play we like as a swing play. Obviously, we've talked about VELO for 2 months now, 3 months now, from $8. From $8 to $21 is a pretty, so And some of you have held the position the whole time. So the next question is it a long-term investment? We played with this leading up because we were looking for SpaceX sympathy plays, right? Into the SpaceX IPO. That's the only reason we played with this stock. Is it a long-term investment? For now, as long as it's performing, yes, right. But you should also like scale out because a lot of you have doubled your money already, so you can scale out or just keep moving your stop losses higher, right? It's still a company that's trying to figure things out. So yeah, so just manage the position as you see fit, right? Because I know that question is going to come up a lot, but yeah, that's yeah. And then for some of you, like you can sell half. You basically recoup whatever your initial investment. Then the rest is free. So yeah, alrighty. So you just have to do whatever works for you. Right? Yeah. Sandra, yeah. I know Sandra's been in this the whole time, so and she's played with this multiple times. Uh, is it not possible to hit high and low stops? So, BCA, is it? Oh, to set like high and low, like to set a stop and a limit. I don't think you can on Robinhood. No. And work is on halted. It's still below the VWAP, and yeah, you can tell some of these names are slowing down too for lunch. And then QUCY is retesting the breakout of 80 cents. So see what happens there. On the same position at the same time, BCA, no. Yeah, exactly. On yeah, exactly. On Thinkorswim Schwab, I think you can as well. Winterfell on TD you can, OCO. But yeah, on brokers like Webull and Robinhood, those brokers are not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy, LT. Crazy, crazy. Do, 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 do. Yeah, BCA. Just keep in mind too on some of these other brokers usually have restrictions for specific stock. Max, in a weird way, yes, right? In a weird way, but not as detailed as you guys would think. Like level two data is nice to look at, but I think you can get a lot of that information from just basic stuff, right? So I think sometimes what people don't understand about level two data is level two data goes to like if you have big blocks for support and resistance or like big blocks, they usually go to previous supply and demand areas. Is Yeah, there's a list. Yeah. Are there any hot stocks looking for a good momentum play right now? I mean, so a list for you would be, QUCY, Whitewater, TDIC, and then WOK. Those are the three for now. Those are the top three for now, momentum wise. And then and then you can maybe add like AIIO to the list for curl later on. But for now, those are your three, right? Yeah, TDIC is bouncing off the 200 EMA, not quite the 200 EMA, but it's holding the 200 EMA. Uh, for right now, probably not. Right? It needs a little bit more time here to consolidate. So again, Whitewater, the same answer we're gonna give you, right? So join us in Discord. Get the yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, you need a lot more education. VELO's heading up. Well, I mean, VELO is a 3D company after all, so they can print the money, just like the Fed. Now the Fed prints monies. Yeah, VELO might as well start printing their own money. Yeah. Looks like AEHL is also holding that support we mentioned earlier. So again, I keep saying I like a lot of these names because they're respecting those levels that they should be holding anyways, right? Like this one's been really slow, but look at that. Look at that. Look at that, right? Look at that. 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 Oh, my days is right, Amy. Yeah. Look at that, right? So again, what do we say? Eat up the floor. Look at that. You see the floor right there, right? But you can also see the resistance though, because we've been to this level quite a bit today. We mentioned 310, 320, same level, right? This was the number two stock on the stream title today, and it's just been ranging for now. Like, look at that. It's been the same level, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then pop. So yeah, dog trainer. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously, right? Um, it's had a really good run. I don't think anybody was expecting VELO to be up 50% today, right? 50% for VELO. I don't think we expected that in one day. So, but that's what happens when you beat earnings and you give good guidance, right? The market will read into that. So it's very nice to see. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's a really nice pop. If anyone's listening to you, you call that yesterday, Bill? Uh, what? Velo? Or what? Don't listen, please. Don't listen. Don't listen. Don't listen. It should send spy flying. Well, I mean, relying on Bitcoin is like relying on AMC to go to 100. You know, it's never gonna happen. Yeah, Velo. Yeah, yep. No, we've been spamming Velo for a very long time now. So it's good to see it perform. You know, we need some more good swing plays. We need some more good swing plays of the abyss. Don't you worry, we'll find some more. Okay, there you go. Big doubts on Bitcoin. I just don't I just don't think you should be relying on Bitcoin because Bitcoin moves a little bit, irrationally. So it's not really the best thing to look at as a for gauge for anything. I still do think the big Bitcoin dips at in the 60s were beautiful, right? And I don't trust Bitcoin as far as I can throw it until we close above the 200 EMA, right? Again, like just technicals, purely technicals. Right? Look at this. We knew Bitcoin would struggle at this level. I don't think anybody's surprised. We talked about this that last week. We talked about it this week, right? This level right here at the 200 EMA on the daily, we put that circle there for a reason because this was the level it was going to struggle at, right? And it sat there the entire week, right? So until Bitcoin breaks above 82,000, no trust. There's a good chance it can come back down and retest again, right? But this level though, this bottom was beautiful, right? If you wanted to buy, that was a beautiful bottom, right? So again, like we keep saying, eat off the floor, right? Eat off the floor, eat off the floor. Like look at Bitcoin, right? Look at that nasty drop. Whether it's a penny stock or it's Bitcoin, it doesn't matter, right? When a stock is dropping, you don't catch the knife, right? When it's sitting at the floor like this, Bitcoin really sat there for 2 months or however long, and then boom skis, right? So it doesn't really matter. Penny stock, large cap stock, Bitcoin, the technicals still apply. Alrighty, so always remember that. Eat off the floor. Okay? Okay. Are we on the same page? I think so. I think so. But yeah, so until Bitcoin breaks above 82,000, guys, it's not ready for anything. I think the reason why it's selling off now is because Trump was supposed to be signing the stupid Clarity Act thing. They said Thursday, but then now Trump is in China. So I don't think this is going to happen. So I think it's a combination of that and then the fact that it hit resistance. So it just needed a healthy pullback. It just needed to take a breather, and then maybe it can continue again. But yeah, it's finally trading, but the volume is going bye bye. Yeah, like I said, we said this earlier, right, Raven? Like the halts are actually good for this stock. This is the one stock where the halts are actually good for it because it creates that chaos vibe, so people keep FOMOing, right? So as soon as it stopped happening, everybody was like, something is sus. You're acting different now. We don't like it. You're acting different. The big beautiful Bitcoin bill. Yep. Dang, this resistance is so strong on this thing though, guys. Like, look at that. The resistance is very strong on this one. As soon as it approaches $3.10, like immediately selling pressure comes in. Immediately. Craziness. YMAT with another pop. TDIC, guys, look at that beautiful curl, right? So it's retesting the supply zone again. Again, like I really like these, these names because of like the predictable nature of them. Like I mean, you could see that 80, that 380ish we talked about, 380, 385. Ali, did you get back in a position or you're still just waiting? 430. Uh, okay. Okay. Mm, you were in at 388 BCA. I like that. Congratulations. Yeah, that was a good area. Damn, the S&P just hit new highs again. Yep. 742.10. All-time highs. Can we get a 1% day for SPY? 1% green day, Austin. Make it happen. Make it happen. Austin, how come you're not a member? How come you're not a member, Austin? Fix that. Fix that. Don't make me find you. I know where you live. I'm gonna find you. Okay, so yeah, YMAT guys, really nice little base there, and then a pop. Yeah, it's a nice pop. I like it. 77 cents. We have about another 5 minutes or so, guys, and then I'm gonna hop off. I do have to do some one-on-ones and then figure out my stupid, stuff. But anyways, yeah. So don't forget to smash a like, please, and thank you if you haven't already. Most of you haven't smashed a like, so take a second and smash a like, please, and thank you. Yeah, let's get to half of you at least, right? Half of you, smash a like, guys. Come on now. So yeah, take a second, smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, right, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. Otherwise, you're going to keep missing out on stuff, missing out on stuff. So click the link, come join us. Right? You guys remember this chart, guys, from VELO? You guys remember this chart? Remember this? Remember this VELO chart? You guys remember this chart when we were spamming it? Look at that. Let's go, Sandra. You remember this VELO chart? When we were so excited, like, oh my goodness, second opportunities for dips. You remember that? Yeah, it's gone now. It's gone. It's at $21 now, guys. Oh my days. Oh my days. But why? Anyways, VELO is now using 21 for support. Is VELO going to drop an offering? Do they need to drop another offering? I hope not. Stupid idiots. They better not. QUCY is holding that 77, 76 area. Let's go. Yeah. I think, yeah, we have the best group of people in the markets. The best group of people. The best group of people. And SPY just hit new all-time highs again. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Yeah. Let's see. Work is done. I mean, it's back to retesting the golden pocket. I wouldn't say this stock is done yet because it's a crackhead. When it starts moving, everybody goes back there again. So, and it's holding the golden pocket for now. So I wouldn't say that it's done. Yeah, maybe don't play with it too much until the volume kicks back in. But for now, just have it. Yeah, yeah. And then Velo's going back for the highs of the day. Highs of the day. Mm, okay. Mm, choo, 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 choo. Okay. Is work done? The work is never done. So it looks like TDIC got rejected off the same stupid resistance, 430-ish. One of these names will break out at some point and just cook. Look at that. AEHL is looking good too. Yeah, I like so many of these names. So many of these names. AEHL still trying to get through $3.20. It's been fighting all morning. All morning it's been fighting this red zone. Yeah. Is it a good time to get into sometimes when you guys ask me these questions, I wonder if you guys like listen to these streams or if you guys watch these classes, Epic Holder. I'm gonna find you. Is it a good time to get it? No, right? Why do you think it's not a good time? Because we've said on these streams, when a stock is stalling at the top, it's maybe not the best time, right? Because then we could easily come back to retest one of these levels, right? So sometimes when you guys are like, "Oh, is this a good time to get in?" I'm like, "Okay, you do like we're really trying to focus on making sure you guys know you have the education, right? Not just for somebody to tell you, "Hey, yes, now it's a good time." No, we want to make sure you know why it's a good time. Right. So if you're still asking these questions, my recommendation for you would be go to the Legend Pro channel, start from November 9, 2025, and start watching those classes down. A lot of those classes are gonna answer these questions for you, right? I promise. Get the education and it's really gonna help you out. Really, really gonna help. So Go to the new trader education section, watch those classes. Go to the Legend Pro channel, watch those classes, right? So please. And looks like a double top test here for QUCY. Yeah. Damn, SPY is just flying, guys. Just flying, flying, flying. Just flying. Craziness. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, going into the rest of the day, we're going to continue in Discord. So again, join us in Discord. But we're going to be looking at QUCY, obviously, right? Yeah, AEHL, if it can get through this resistance, the easy play on this one was catching the consolidation off the bottom, but now it's at resistance, so it needs to break out. Break above 320 would be nice. Alrighty, so if it can break through that level, that'd be nice. Work, I think for this one, it's lost the volume for now, so it like it's sitting at a good level, like consolidating. It's trying to, but it's lost the volume. So I think with this one, you just have to kind of wait and see when that volume kicks in again. TDIC looks good too, right? But the support is closer to $3.80, and then the resistance is right here at 430 and 450. So we need to break out, or we need to go back down and retest. VELO, I don't want to say anything else. I don't want to say anything, before people say I'm talking too much about VELO. Excellent videos, William. Good. I'm glad you're watching them, right? So keep watching and ask questions if you have any. And then, yeah, watch those classes, guys. If you need to upgrade to the Legend Pro membership for a month and watch classes, yeah, it's worth it. Alrighty. So if you're missing out and you're asking, questions of like, when do I get in? Go watch those classes, please. Again, any other questions before we hop off here? Yeah, AEHL really wants to break through that resistance. Yeah, I'm gonna move that line a little bit higher because I think it really should be. Yeah. AEHL. So if you can break through this zone and then you're looking for 350. Kimbella, spoon feeding. Yes. Yes, yes. Can you chew the food first, Kimbella? Mm-mm. Yep, it popped. It popped a little bit to the top of the zone there. So it really just needs to clear the entire area, but it does look good though. William, good, 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 good. Yeah. That's why I like using analogies, right? Like if I ask someone what eat off the floor means, you're like, now you know, right? Like, okay, 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 I know what that means, right? Eat off the floor right away. You're like, okay, I like it. So, um, and then QUCY really wants to break out, really wants to break out of this 87. QUCY. And then work is halted down, right? Which is why we say stay away from work until work shows you more. Right now, it's not showing you anything. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, we're gonna leave it here for the day. We'll continue in Discord. So if you do become a member after the stream is done, just send me an email, HunterXX, and I'll send you an invite link. Or go to the community section. There's an invite link there to Discord, but you have to become a member first. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Be safe. Alrighty. And every day so far this week, the end of the day has been better than the beginning of the day. So today was a lot better at the beginning, right? It wasn't slow. So let's hope this momentum can carry on for the rest of the day. Alrighty. Um, yeah, and then we'll catch you guys later. See you in Discord. Much love, all. Thank you very much for being here. Have a good one as well, Sandra. Keep making those monies. Uh, yeah. Alrighty. Much love, guys. Bye.